Hey, what's up, everybody? This is Mumia Obsidian Ali. You know who I am. I need no introduction, right? And you're listening to the Grown Man Hour with my man Bernard Riley, heard weekdays right here on YouTube. What do you think about that? How about that? Now let's get back on with the show. Thank you.
Something special happened today. I got green lights all the way, with no big red sign to stop me, no traffic jam delay. See, I was driving over the moon in my big hot air balloon, floating high into the darkness. I hope I get there soon. There's so many things to do, so many people I need to talk to, and they've all been waiting for me. Well, I gotta make it through. Something special happened today. I got green lights all the way, with no big red sign to stop me, no traffic jam delay. Thank my stars for every green. You have no idea what it means. No, no. To a man who's always traveling, who's seen the things that I've seen. I don't know what's yet to come. Not sure of anything that I've done really makes that much difference. Well, I hope it has for some. Something special happened today. I got green lights all the way, with no big red sign to stop me, no traffic jam delay. Well, I was driving over the moon, in my big hot air balloon, floating high up in the darkness. I promise that I'll make it to you very soon. Something special happened today.
What's up, good people? What's up, good people? I'm not even 100% sure if y'all can hear me. Yo, yo, yo. Damn it. Y'all can hear me, just not like I want y'all to. Y'all can hear me, just not like I want you to. Because I was playing around with the sound settings, so that means this microphone is not on. My mic is not on. That's coming through computer speakers, but I can probably change that real quick while I'm on the air while talking to y'all. So it's going to be some multitasking going on right here. Because you see what happened was, you see this cute little thing right here? It's a little soundboard. I'm not even calling it the right thing. Basically, it's one of those things where, I can add sound effects to the show, push a little button and doop, add some sound effects to the show, And when I was playing around with that, I messed around and changed my audio settings. So I'm about to try to change them back real quick. Bear with me. Bear with me. Bear with me. Nope, that's not it. Give me 1 second here. Testing. That's it. I should be sounding better right now. I should be sounding better. Let me know if right now, if it's sounding better than what it was sounding when I first came on. It should be sounding better. Should be sounding better. Let me know. Damn, everybody said nope. Okay, screw yeah. Huh. Nope, that's not. That's not. Then where the hell is the sound coming from? Alright, this is confusing as hell. Give me a second. We're going to get this right, or we just going to do a stream with some halfway bad sound. But it's not. Oh, that's all kinds of messed up. That's all kinds of messed up. Give me 1 second. 1 second. It's like we got sound, but I don't even know. Got the default analog USB connector. Let's see. Testing. Oh, that's definitely it. Let me know right now. Let me know right now. That should be it. Thank you, D-Rock Dan. Yeah, I knew I was gonna get it right eventually. I just had to adjust some stuff. I was playing around with some shit and I didn't have it set up right. Thanks. I see you down there coaching, Kuda. I see you always. You're the mic coach, man. Everybody be talking shit, but I do appreciate you. I do appreciate you. You are on demand, on the fly. When somebody having mic problems, DJ Kuda just see like the bat symbol in the air and then he just show up. If don't nobody appreciate you, I appreciate you, Kuda. I appreciate you. Kuda just be showing up. Appreciate you. All right, as getting on with the show. Y'all saw the titles when the cocktails with queens have too many cocktails, or when the queens have too many cocktails. Yeah, that's the name of it. But without further ado, shout out to I missed the first initial comments. I know that wasn't it, but somebody coming through from Germany. I was about to do the Hitler. I ain't shit. All right. Thanks for coming on. D-Rock D in the building. What's going on? Eric Glenn, man, BR, you switched it up on me. Yeah, man, that's what I do. If I can't go on in the morning, I'm giving y'all a night show. If I don't make it on at 9 a.m. or sometime between 9 a.m. and 10 a.m., you can expect to see me at about 9 p.m. You can expect that. Because I'm getting it in every day. Melody says, like on the way in. How you doing, Melody? Glad to see you in the building. See the God in the building. What's going on? How you said hyena makeup looking crazy out here. Actually, I got to give Lisa Ray props on this clip I'm about to show. On the one with Cube, when she was looking like she flew in on a broomstick, looking very Wicked Witch of the West-ish. She must have got with her stylist and they figured out the best way to maximize the looks that she has left. And she don't look bad in this one. Okay, 5 pounds of makeup. Yes. No, hey, is what it is. But she don't look as bad in this one. But what's up, James Keel? Jesse in the building. He says Claudia can still get. Of course she can. Why wouldn't she? Better get the hell out of here with all that post-war talk as if a bad 35-year-old ain't getting the business. Y'all be tripping. Unless if you're in the market for a wife and you're planning to have 3 or 4 children, yes, a younger woman is more suitable, is more fertile. and probably isn't, you don't want to be one of those Gen X or borderline Gen Xer crazy, that was ground zero for, strong, independent, don't need no man generation. So I understand that there are some cultural, things, some of the, younger millennials or Gen Zs, maybe, more compliant, supposedly. I haven't really been in a relationship. I mean, I've messed with some early 20s, I ain't been in a full blown relationship with one. So I don't know. I don't know what to tell you with that. But a lot of you cats, if all y'all talking about is pumping and dumping, you telling me you gonna pass up a badass 36, 37-year-old if all you doing is having casual sex. You gonna just kick her out your bed. Get the fuck out of here. I said I wasn't gonna cuss tonight. But shout out to everybody that made it in bright and early with the comments. Shout out to everybody that made it in bright and early. Appreciate all of you. Osama Abdu in the building with a super chat. He says, check out my comment in the chat about yesterday. You mean in the comment section? Because if it's in the chat room, I'll never find that in the chat room. But if it's in the comment section about like yesterday's show, I can find that, and I will check that out. I'm missing a few of them. Says Brother Bernard, chat was out of control yesterday. Every day word was F this. Okay, mad beef / disrespect. Listen, man, I'm a humble mod, but it was out of control. Thoughts on ground rules in the chat? Yeah, if that junk right there, I was seeing some of it, but my multitask game is bad. So when I'm, running the show, talking to people, looking at this, I don't be able to catch everything. But I did see some of that. If everything is just a personal F this nigga, fuck that nigga, this bitch ass nigga, get that junk out of there. Get that junk out of there. So some mods who keep that junk going on too. So I'm going to have to demod some people. But yeah, you can go ham on that. It's always people saying that my mods are delete happy, which a lot of y'all are. But it be some people that are, problem makers, problem causers, who probably the same ones who don't like the video, never donated, don't support, don't give it. They just want free reign to come in the chat room and act an idiot. It'd be them cats. Now that's them the cats that I got no sympathy for. If they in there dropping all kind of words that aren't not YouTube friendly, get their ass out of there. So yeah, no problem with that. Mr. Chain Vish is in the building. He says, beware of drunk drag queens. They have babies. You know what's funny? When I was trying to find a thumbnail, I was trying to come up with some creative thumbnail, I typed in cocktails with queens. And you want to know what I got? I didn't get Lisa Ray, Vivica Fox, Claudia Jordan, and Selena Johnson. No, I actually, some images of queens holding cocktails came up. So very funny that the show was called Cocktails with Queens, but when you type that shit in, you get some drag queens. Or maybe I typed it in different. I think I typed in queens and cocktails. Yeah, I typed in queens and cocktails, and I got drag queens with cocktails. At least some of the pictures, that's what popped up. So let that sink in. Why they naming their show Cocktails with Queens. But shout out to Mr. Shane Vitchers. Thanks for the super chat. Osama Abdu, thank you for the super chat. I appreciate that. I think you're clarifying. Yep, got you. Yeah. No, I'm observing that. I'm seeing what the old man got going on over there. I'm thinking about blocking certain words. I've been kind of just letting this thing do what it do. When something appears to be a major problem, I correct it. I'll get on top of it. But I kind of just like to observe and watch and see what's going to happen and how it's going to happen. And then I adjust accordingly from there. So, but yeah, this is my chat room been out of control for a minute. And every time I think I got it under control, it's like some new, can't trust them new niggas over there. They come up and then, junk be wild. But we'll get it. I'd like to thank everybody for coming on in. The crowd coming on in. Last time I did a night show, the crowd didn't come in. I don't even think we hit 122, and so we got it early at 16 minutes. So
So yeah, if I got a little nighttime audience, I definitely will do more night shows. If y'all want them, I'll give them to you. You want them, I'll give them to you. What up, Paul G? What up, Box down there? My man New in the building. What's going on? But I'm about to get into it without further ado. And while I'm sitting here running off at the mouth, I don't even got the clip that I'm about to show you up. But it'll be up momentarily. Here we go. Not that one. Here it go right here. Here it go right here. Not gonna run the whole thing. Not gonna run the whole thing. I don't want to be on super long. We might open it up. We might see what happens. Says interesting. I didn't check out the show yesterday. Talking about my show yesterday. Yeah, it was a dude. Oh no, that was a good one. It was a good one. But the chat room do be clowning. It was definitely a good one. Ended up with a real nice panel of me, Fantastic, Angry Man, Hopped on, Game Changer, and SKC. Had a good nuanced conversation about the crime bill. And Game Changer came in and he kind of caught us on something that whenever you talk about the problems of the crime bill and this or that or blah, 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 and the over policing, it begs the question, was it some Negroes actually doing some BS that did need to get over policed the hell up out of there? I mean, we can't act like that generation from the 80s and 90s of people who was out there slanging and banging went some of the worst dudes on earth for a moment. You know, so it's a catch-22. It's a give or take. You know, that's why black people at the time was for the crime bill. They was for it. Execution of it probably wasn't right. I think it was I think in the Senate it was upwards of like 90% voted for it, Democrat or Republican. It's some nuance to it other than just blame the Democrats. You know, it's some nuance to it. But the end result and execution was bad. Fantastic made good points about the 3-strike rule. Game Changer made some good points that if you know it's illegal and you still doing it, and you on your second strike, and you still just got to leave the house with a dime bag, you know, so fine arguments on many sides of that. But Game Changer went live after that and did a real good stream. It's the one that said he got the dare. You know, y'all remember dare when y'all was in school, most of you. Well, people. If you in your 30s, you definitely remember Dare. You know, he's and yeah, he made a lot of real good points. So it's a toughie. It's a toughie when it comes to that. I'm not gonna lie, because you know, selling crack to your people is bad. Wanting to get crack dealers off the street is good. But over policing is bad. You see how it's a catch-22. It is. It's a damned if you do, damned if you don't. It's a no solutions, only trade-offs situation. Niggas will just stop selling drugs. That's a solution, but there's that. Melody, thank you for the super sticker. I appreciate you. I said you can. Bernard Riley, now you need to let us have the night shift. I feel you. I will. That's why I don't stay on long when I come on at night. I get on and get off. I don't want to hog the airwaves. I understand. But it was sometimes last week I went on twice, and I did 3 hours in the morning and 3 hours at night. I'm not gonna do that. I don't want to oversaturate myself either. Here comes the men in black. Right on. I just need the glasses and the pen. I forgot about the pen. You need a pen. Hold on. I got the pen. I can put the pen right wherever the pocket at. That's like the little flashy thing I'm gonna pull out after I say some bullshit that I want y'all to forget, and put it back in. All right, let me get on with it. Entanglement L in the building. What's going on? Let me get on with it. I don't want to be on here all goddamn night because I'm still doing the show in the morning. I forgot. I mean, I knew exactly what it was I was going to do. I was like, hell yeah, I'm gonna do that. And then I went and did something else. Took 10 steps, turned around, and forgot exactly what I had in mind, and now I can't even remember what it was. It's I gotta write stuff down immediately when it popped in my head. But oh shit, I was just about to turn it on, and then here y'all go. Miss Jane Vicious, they act like Biden was a dictator and did it alone. I mean, no, they don't act like that, but he's the person in the hot seat, so he's catching the criticism, so it can come off like that. But I do, yeah, he didn't act alone. He wasn't Batman, you know. I work alone, but no, it wasn't. You know, he wasn't Batman. He don't work alone. He didn't work alone. He said, "What up, Men in Black Agent B? What's up? What's up, Chief Rocka in the building? Chief Rocka in the building with a super sticker." Platinum Elite, what's going on? All those women have not aged well. The cocktails with queens look bad. Yeah, look at that. Look at the one when they was with Cube. When Lisa Ray was looking very, very witchly in that one. But she cleaned up well for this one. She got with her personal stylist. She must have fired whoever got her ready for that last episode. She must have fired that person. Because that person had her out there just wrong. Had her out there all wrong. So you can see right there, they all put on their best. They put their best foot forward for this one. The best they could do. They all did the absolute best they could do in this one. I will give them credit for that. Bare minimum. You ain't getting no better. It's the best they could do. They put their best foot forward in this one. Complex here. Best weave forward. All those women have not. Oh, yeah, I already read that one. He said they did. They look at it. I mean, they did. They cleaned up well for this one. They put their best weave forward. Too bad concrete face Vivica Fox can't say the same. Her face do look kind of I don't know, plastic, manufactured. I don't know if what's the right word. It just don't quite look like I don't know. Like she looks like the prototype in like some futuristic movie, you know, where they, started making androids and they got good at it later. But when they was at the early stages, like the first prototype, that's how kind of how her face look. You know, it just looked like they like I honestly believe, like, a Terminator, how you like take a knife to, his face or whatever, and then like can just peel it off. That's kind of how Vivica Fox's face look. Yeah, it just looked like she was like when the technology for making androids in the future was not all that good yet. She was like the best they could do, which was at its time real good. But yeah. Y'all seen the movie AI? You know how Jude Law looked like a wooden doll in that. That's kind of how Vivica Fox just look in the face. Look like you can just shiz cut it right there and then just reach and just peel it all off. And who the hell knows what's underneath? All right. Here we go. I'm gonna skip ahead. Oh yeah, I couldn't even see where I was saying the part you cut it off because y'all can't see my mouse. I was saying, yeah, like you cut right there, you can, and then just peel it off, and then Yeah, that's just look like you could just peel that shit right off. You know, Claudia looked human in the face. She just looked plastic. Looked like if you just threw it, like if you threw a nickel at Vivica Fox's face, just hit her in the cheek, it'll go ping like this. It'll make a pink. You slap her in the face, you got broken bones in you. You better not ever try to backslap her. You have a cast on your hand for a whole month. You slap that hard ass fiberglass face. You can hit a bank shot off her damn face. It's good. All right. Enough with the jokes. Let's be serious, gentlemen. We did not come here to make fun of women. Came here to have a serious conversation. And that is what we will do. You said Claudia Jordan voice is too deep? No, it's not. She got a normal sounding voice. All right, I'll give it a listen to make sure, but I think her voice sounds fairly normal. But all right, enough of that. Enough of looking at them. We didn't come here to criticize their looks. Came here to criticize the words that are coming out of their mouth, regardless of how much plastic is around that mouth. Okay. All right, let's go. Where am I skipping ahead to? I'm skipping ahead to, I had to write it down so I won't forget. Skipping ahead to the 3-minute mark. Because they was talking about a bunch of nonsense early on, and I'm not going to make y'all suffer through it. So you're going to skip ahead.
Moment of seeing the first Black female vice president that's going to serve in the White House. Before a white woman, a woman of color, a Black woman, Black and Indian woman is in that office first. HBCU, AKA, she broke so many boundaries and barriers. What's that like for y'all?
On that white suit, and I was like, yes!
Oh, I knew you loved that moment, Lisa Ray. I know you did. Like, she is strutting out my favorite color.
There she goes. And then I like the way she speaks.
Yes.
Eloquently. Because she speaks, and I think she has it on the forefront that don't be that what they think that we always are. So change the narrative to that. You know what I mean? Not this. She speaks and her diction is well.
All right. That was the first thing that jumped right out at me. She said Lisa looked like she's packing 70. Oh shit. Get out of there. Get out the die. Appreciate the super chat. But all right. You hear what she said there. She said that that she's trying to change the narrative and that she's not going to speak like they think we always speak. The operative words there, a word that just jumped out to me is she's not going to speak the way they think. The way they think we always speak. She's not like Kamala Harris is going to get in office. She's going to make sure that she ain't acting like, you know, how Black women are accused of acting, how everybody think that they act. If it was Kamala Harris, she basically, they do and say little things that are like tales of admission, that they just know that the default of a Black woman is just to be hood, just to be ghetto, just to be loud, just to be everything that they be when they be on here. And that was why that word think. You know how she's not going to speak or act in a way like everybody think that we are. I'm like, but y'all do. Y'all do be loud. Y'all do be cussing. Y'all had Ice Cube on, a man who can buy all four of y'all. And y'all talking to him and being disrespectful to him and being loud and talking over him and being every stereotype that everybody else just think that y'all behave like, but y'all actually behave like the stereotype. That's just some goofy stuff to say. Like that's like somebody who literally sell drugs and do drive-bys saying, yeah, man, I'm glad that this brother right there conduct himself well, because I want everybody to think that we act like the way that I act. That's a real goofy thing. That is a real goofy thing to say. But this is just early. It's gonna get bad. It's gonna get bad.
Well, she connects and she smiles.
She does. I was going to say that too. Yeah. I'm speaking.
Hey, that's funny. They said she connects and she smiles. I'm not going to even take the time to pull up the scowl that they had on their face while talking to Ice Cube. But it's funny how they acknowledging that smile. Oh, now speaking and smiling is a good thing. But they've done shows talking about why are people always thinking we got to smile or we got to be happy all the time? But now all of a sudden, they're acknowledging that, yeah, smiling, looking pleasant is a thing that matters. They're going to acknowledge that now, but they have consistent character that show, consistent track record that shows that they ain't really on that or about that. All you got to do is put a black man in front of them that disagrees with them, and then the scowl comes out. Oh shit, we got 200 in the building, 200 people in the building. Let's make sure we hitting that like button. Let's make sure we hitting that like button. Let's make sure we hitting that like button. I'm talking about myself because I haven't hit it. 100 people done hit the like already. So we have 50%. That's actually good. 100 people didn't hit the like button. We have 50%. That is what's up. That is what's up. I like that. I like that. We actually doing something on the likes. Actually doing something on these likes. Right on. The resting bitch phase. The resting bitch fast. I think you mean phase has officially been canceled. CW. Yeah, I got you. See, you ain't have to correct it. I understood. He said it's been canceled. I don't think so. I don't think so. I don't think a damn thing been canceled. Not at all. Not at all. But it's just some hypocrisy in people who speak out against the notion that, yeah, y'all do need to smile a little more and look pleasant. They're saying, oh, and she speaks so politely and she smiles and she does everything that we make excuses for not doing. You're praising her for doing it, but when people suggest that black women ought to do that, it's World War III. Hence the fuckery. The first black president and the first black VP, and neither one has a black. Yeah, I didn't even think about that. Neither one has a black mother. That should tell you something. Goddamn, I didn't think about that. I was actually trying to think in my head some way to work around that, but yeah, that's bad. That is bad. Somewhere, somehow, is going to be a black woman on a stage, on a platform similar to theirs, talking junk, and somebody is going to hit. You're going the day that we hear or see a black woman get hit with that gut punch that Mr. Shane Vicious just typed out, when that get caught on camera, and the black woman get hit with that gut punch unexpectedly, she's gonna blow a gasket. That's gonna be something vicious right there. That's gonna be something vicious. And also, speaking of first black president and first black vice president, if you take both of them and fuse it together, you have one whole actual black person. That's another thing to worth acknowledging here. The first black president, first black vice president, only half black. we merge them together, their genealogy they may make up a whole black person if we put it all together. Yeah, it's a lot of bittersweet. Take the victories that we can. If you daggles don't smile, y'all ain't black. Joe Biden. All right, let's keep it moving.
To speak for 4 years.
And we got you. We're going to be right here with you. We're going to protect you and look out for you.
You know what's weird? For me, I wasn't like, oh my God, like, you know, when Obama won, I was kind of like, I was crying. I was having a time. Like, I couldn't believe it. When Kamala came out, first of all, she looked absolutely flawless. She looked like a low-key angel coming out in that white.
Aww.
But for me, it was more so like, this easy for us, this slight work. I was just thinking, like, you know, black women have been qualified to hold positions of this level for a very long time.
Now, did y'all hear that? How what she basically just said, you know, when Obama got in office, it was a big deal. She was crying, it's a big deal. Kamala got in office, she like, this nothing, this light work for us. We've been qualified to do this. Oh, but black men wasn't. You see how in their mind, we've been saying this for a while in the sphere. I know BGS have talked about that a lot. How they think they better than us. That's their natural inclination. That they're above. They've been qualified to do that. It's a big deal. Y'all making it. A black woman making it in. You know, she should have been there. But y'all make it. Oh yeah, Hercules. We make it. Shit, long overdue. You know. Like that's wild. Like that's wild that she would even process that shit. We've been qualified. Black women been qualified. Black men make it. It's time to cry and throw a parade. Black women, it's like, well, we no shit. Duh, that goes without saying. We supposed to been running the country. Like you can see how low she think of black men, but how high she think of black women. Searched high and low, I have. There is no data that shows that black women are doing better or better than other women, let alone better than black men. Anything that they're doing better than black men in, every woman is doing better than their men in that category. I broke that down. I showed the data for it Tuesday. I took that down. That's on Patreon only. And speaking of Patreon, I did something I haven't done in a while. I updated the list of Patreons right there. I haven't scrolled the Patreons across the screen in a while. But yeah. All the Patreons right there. Shout out and salute to all of you good brothers and sisters. There's a couple of you, couple of you there, couple of you on there. But anyway, speaking of that, we're getting back to what I was saying. Yeah, that blew my mind. I don't know if I'm the only one who just sees just the problematic nature of that. I'm trying to read the chat while talking. Oh shoot, you deleted. What Ed do? It's not even across the board because no black woman gives a F about old Condoleezza. Right. That got deleted because he used the F word. I think I'm gonna do something to get the F word out of my chat. I think I'm gonna do that. But the point that you made is a very good point. It's not across the board. They didn't care about Condoleezza Rice because she had a R in front of her name. That's a factor into the equation, and we're about to see that even more later in the show. We're going to see that even more later in the show. how that having a D in front of your name is everything for Black women. A sister could rise to the highest of heights. You know, if she did it as a Republican, they ain't going for it. They are not going for it.
Time. We have been backbones of so many different entities for a very long time. When I looked at it, I wasn't starry like I was, I wasn't very sad or moved like I was with Obama, but I was in a place like, you better do your thing for all of these Black women out here who are behind the scenes, working, putting people on from behind, quiet.
If you're not in the position of power, how are you putting people on behind the scenes quietly? It's like they think Scandal is real life. Because those of you who know about that show, you know, Olivia Pope wouldn't really she wasn't only the bed wench to the president. She was actually de facto proxy running the country, you know. She was telling the president what to do and everything. It's like they think that's real life. Like everybody who's successful just have a magical Black woman, you know, behind the scenes, just running 1,000 miles a day. I mean, it's like like everybody has a magical fairy Black woman that does stuff for them. And yeah, Black men play into that. We saw Michelle. I mean, we saw with Barack Obama. He was on the interview sitting on the couch with Michelle. I've been pulling up clips of Barack, just pulling up clips of shit that he said. He's sitting there talking, you know, Michelle's sitting next to him. And like, oh, Michelle, she's the smart one. You know what I'm saying? She's the smart one of the two. Okay, I know she's smart. Okay, she was accomplished, you know. But are you saying you seriously go like no other man would? I think the word is self-deprecate. I don't know. I might have got that word. Might have to look that up. I'm working on it. Public school education. Trying to get life figured out. Another man would do that. Trump wouldn't sit there and say his wife is smarter than him. It's like, so we can talk, like we breaking down their psychology, but the psychology of so many Black men is all twisted up too. It's all twisted up too. You're the president of the United States, running the most powerful country in the world, which means you're in a way de facto running the world. You climb to the highest heights. You're gonna say, oh, but she's smarter than you. Okay. Yeah, self-deprecate. Okay, yeah, I said it right. I knew what I was talking about. Mr. Shane Bishop says Trump doesn't think anyone is smarter than him. George Bush wouldn't say that shit. Bill Clinton probably would say that, but then again, that's that liberal man pandering to feminist. We're about to see a lot of feminist stuff come out as I roll this Not So Beautiful Bean footage. We're about to see some more feminists. We're about to see some feminist stuff come out. But yeah, it's true. Trump wouldn't say anybody was smarter than him. That is very true. That is very true. Got 233 people in here, 132 on the likes. 132 on the likes. Platinum down there talking about Black girls rock. Don't you know they are awesome? Shout out to all the Patreons scrolling across the screen. Shout out to all of you. Let's roll some more Not So Beautiful Bean footage.
Not making no noise about it and still pushing the needle forward for other people, for other races, for the greater good. We are the most passionate.
I got chills. I did.
Moving the needle forward, pushing things behind the scenes for the greater good, for other people, for other races. I'm gonna just let that play. Everybody has a magical fairy black woman performing magical Negro tricks behind the scenes, making everything go. Everybody has their personal Olivia Pope. It's like the amount of parade and confetti that they throw for themselves, rather something is either accurate or inaccurate. The parade that they threw for themselves for the damn the most educated thing that they were talking about. You saw a parade, plate spinners, fucking 3-ring circus, goddamn polar bear on a unicycle, saw tigers juggling, and fucking confetti everywhere. That's the whole works. Over an inaccurate stat. Like they constantly trumping themselves. I mean, as far as self-promotion goes, I mean, yeah, they got that covered. They got that covered.
When she walked out, I was like, wow.
We are the most passionate, we are the most loyal group of humans. And to me, I was just like, you better do your thing. Like all
right. I'm skipping ahead, but I do got to stop and deal with that one. They're the most loyal group of humans. Now, when they're saying they're the most loyal, are they talking politically? Are they most loyal to the Democratic Party? If they're the most loyal to the Democratic Party, then yes, they have been the most loyal to what essentially amounts to welfare that they've been getting ever since they've been getting welfare. Yes, they've been loyal to their welfare. If they're talking about loyal to black men, it is odd that the group that's the least desired by every way that they've tried to statistically measure who's the least desired, that the group that comes in at the last are saying they're the most loyal to their men. Can't be the least wanted, but then say that you're the most loyal too. It's a weird thing. But this isn't even the bad part. This is just the lead into it, where it's just they saying a lot of little stuff to make the spidey senses go off. Loyal. They're the most loyal people. Husband said loyal to Wookiee Weave. Get out of there. Get out of there. Trying to find something. Loyal to wigs and cake up. The least desired group in the Milky Way galaxy. You don't know that. It can be some tore down, unbearable bitches out 100 light years away. 100,000 light years away. LaShawn Jefferson says loyalty. She could barely say the word. Honestly, if I had to say who's the most loyal, I really had to say Hispanic or Latino women. Because they will marry their men and stick with them. And as I've always pointed out, and I'm keep banging this drum, they make less money than black men. They're less educated than black men. They make less money than black men. They what's our other ones? Like less money, less educated. They vote less. They drop out of high school more. And I meant to look that up before the show. Damn it. They're the money. I think they are the most abusive. But they still will choose that man and commit to him, submit to him, other than running to the government, getting on welfare, other than, leaving him and putting him on child support. That's some goddamn loyalty. And their women are desired. Hispanic and Latino women are very desired. But they stand loyal to theirs. That's what some loyalty look like. So I don't know what kind of weird cockeyed loyalty that she's talking about when she's saying they're the most loyal. That's why I assume she must have been talking about loyal to the Democratic Party. which shout out to Game Changer in the building. But what kind of loyalty is that? You're being loyal to the party that gives you welfare. And by the way, black men at a very high rate vote in favor of the Democratic Party, which means they're voting for your welfare. So they're truly voting for the thing and all the benefits and everything that keeps you not loyal to him. That's some fucking loyalty for your ass. He's loyal to you to the point to where he's going to vote on something that benefits you and doesn't benefit him. That's some real loyalty. Loyalty, loyalty, loyalty. But moving right along.
I just felt like sticking my chest out because I felt like I felt like, man, we did this, especially since black women were the reason why the needle tipped for Biden and Harris in the first place.
Absolutely.
Like Simone Sanders to Stacey Abrams to,
Well, not if you ask Eva Longoria. She said it was the Latinos that did it, the Latino women that did it.
I'm skipping ahead just a bit. They about to be talking about Eva Longoria for a minute. I don't really care about that part of the conversation. I don't. She apparently said Mexican women, I call them Mexicans, Hispanic or Latino or whatever the hell she is, had a lot to do with it. And apparently black women went on Twitter with pitchforks, torches, lanterns, and tried to give her, they killed her on Twitter for trying to grab a little small piece of the black girl magic. You will not taketh our magic away. that was what that was about. I didn't see what Eva actually said. I'm just going off what they said. She said something. Okay. Let me when you're doing these little video clips, you can always accidentally pause somebody at the worst time ever. Like, look how I caught her. What do it look like she doing? Look like you can Photoshop. Look like you could definitely Photoshop something right about there. Yeah, she either look like she's doing an oral presentation or she's turned into a demon. One or the other. All right, here we go. Yeah, here we go.
Open and saying what we feel, you're gonna have to
For that moment.
everything you say.
Right.
see, my thing is, I understand, the Latinos came out and all that, but it was a turnout on all levels. You weren't saying any of that in the beginning. There was no big Latino women for Biden push. We didn't see any of that, and maybe because the press didn't highlight that, but black women have been putting Democrats in office for many, 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 many years. So
I went on the campaign trail.
All right. As I pointed out on the previous stream, or the previous night stream, the one that I put in on Patreon, Marco Polo. That Marco Grande? Did he change his name to Marco Polo? Or was that just somebody else named Marco Polo? Whomever you may be. Let me see. Hold on. No, that's not Marco. Because Marco, at least I think Marco got a wrench. I don't know if that's Marco. Let me know. I don't know if that's Marco Grande or not. I thought that was Marco Grande when I first saw it. But Marco Polo, thank you very much. I appreciate the super chat. As I pointed out on the last stream, how, and this is something that black men need to pay attention to going forward. They're doing a lot of talking and trumping up, no pun intended, trumping up the notion that black women put Biden in office. Black men trended towards the GOP. Rather, will the GOP look at that as an opportunity and try to do something about it, or try to do something to try to secure, 20% of black men? Or would the Democratic Party look at that and say, hey, we gotta do something here? Or will they just look at black women who came out in great numbers for them and just say, hey, everything that we're going to do, everything we're going to implement is all going to be to benefit black women. In fact, everything that we already do for black people is mostly to the benefit of black women. So we're just going to double, triple, quadruple down on that, which means black men are going to be more pushed off to the side, and then just go with the strategy of just hoping black women can berate black men into voting for us at least 85%, and then we'll have all that we need. I think they're going to triple down on that strategy. But as I pointed out in the show yesterday, she just said black women been putting Democrats in office for years. By that same logic, black men have been putting Democrats in office for years. I've pointed out that black women, they don't vote the most. White women, then white men, then black women. Black women, go back to what she was saying about being loyal. Yes, they are the most loyal when it comes to voting. They're loyal to the Democratic Party, but in no group votes for the same party at that percentage rate like black women do. The only group that comes close is black men. Black men has been voting for Democratic Party in the area of around 90%, fairly consistently for a while. And when it comes to the breakdown of the voting, black men vote, like I said, vote more than Hispanic men, Hispanic women, Asian men, Asian women. Black men vote more than all of them. So whatever they've been doing for the Democratic Party, we've been doing it too, just they've been doing it more. But statistically, every woman votes more than the men of her race. So it's really not even a big deal that they vote more than us. But when it comes to loyalty to one party, nobody has been more loyal to one party than black men and black women have. So why is the narrative being sold, not just by the queens that had too many cocktails, but by every damn body that has been black women who's just been this major voting bloc that has been keeping Democrats in office? Why are they selling that? And it's not that much of a difference in what black women are doing as far as voting Democrat versus what black men have been doing. All the more reason why we need to leave that party, by the way. All the more reason. But once again, Marco Polo, thanks for the super stick. Appreciate that.
Well, I was one of them.
Yeah.
We actually lost lots of support this time around. We actually they went down a tick this time around.
Biden had never said, if Biden had never given us props, would they still be out here doing that? Because and done with it.
Again, I get why people want to say we're part of it too, because they have the right to feel like everyone did vote and every vote did go to the victory. But I just felt like, can we just get it for a minute? And everyone should really participate. Not the 55% of white women that went for Trump, because y'all went up this time. We thought 53 was bad last time. 55% came out this time, and it was for y'all. We see you. Y'all not really with us when you want to have fake cry and fake Black Lives Matter us and fake march with us. We know what it really is, because all y'all women that be arm in arm with us at these goddamn rallies and these marches, what you really do is go in that voting booth and you vote and do what your little white husband tells you to do. That's racist. And you.
All y'all white women who be arm in arm with us, when it come time to vote, y'all just go into office and do what your little white husband tell you to do. And that's racist. They calling women racist for following the lead of their husband. Now keep in mind, on the previous show that they did talking about this shit, They actually sat there and said that it'd be a fight. It'd be World War III. They found out their man voted for Trump. How we gonna be living in the same house and we this way, and the queen expect her king to be with her, and she looking, the king not there, and you know he's slipping, he falling on the job. You know, that's how they talking. They're explaining it quite clear that the notion of a woman following the lead of a man is just unfathomable. Now, here's the major problem with that. Like, this is Fox Soul. The default position on Fox Soul is, you know, they talk about black love a lot. They do. They talk about black love. They have a show, a little series called Black Love. Even though they did have I did content on this, they had a little black love series where one of the couples was a white man and a black woman. They never do that the other way around, but that's a whole nother story. But see, here's the point. Black love is the default on here. I shouldn't say black love is the default. Black love is something that's just ingrained into just the culture of this whole Fox Soul channel. But for some reason, as you're going to see more so going forward in this clip, feminism is the default. I was saying black love is the default. It's like how the same place that's talking about black love and black couples, black relationships, and black this, blackity black. We black, y'all. Let's come together in our blackness. But still, feminism is the natural, innate, default, expected position. You're following your little white husband. The fact that they even see the husband as just something little that you're following. You can see just the devaluing of men just in their rhetoric and how they think and how they talk. And like somebody saying in the chat, they don't even believe in black love. Well, they do if the man is loving and following the woman. Because as I did my last breakdown of them, we could see it quite clear and quite easy, where she was basically saying if the queen and the king are not on the same page, you know, that's a problem. That the king need to get in line. The question I pose: if the king and the queen are not on the same page, who do we determine is on the wrong page? But that's not even how they see it. That's not even how they talked about this. And even when they talking about a white woman, they saying she's just following her little white husband. As if she can't, and even if we accept the BS argument that the same white woman that was marching for George Floyd is the same white woman who's married and voting conservative, which I don't think that's the same white woman. Because the white women that participate in that stuff, they're holding the trans lives matters. They holding rainbow flags. Those are your card-carrying white feminists. Those aren't the same red state married white women who vote with their white Republican husband. So you're already putting all white women in a box, which is inaccurate. But either way, to even imply like the default position on a channel that deals with black love, the default position is feminism. And they proved in the last stream that this so-called black love that they talk about can only exist if the man is getting on board with the woman. Third Ward Colombian in the building. Third Ward, I'm gonna need you to get these dudes straight in the chat because they be still acting like they wouldn't bang none of them none of those post-war divas up on the screen. You need to get them straightened out. They know they're smash. Better tell them. Put them granny panties to the side. But anyway, what up, Third Ward? These white women are following the same white husbands that these black women. Uh-oh. I clicked on that and didn't even read it. You said these white women are following the same white husbands that these black women worship as their gods. Damn. Damn. The same, yeah. The same men that y'all trying to level up to get, the woman that already got them shouldn't follow them. So when you level up to get them, are you not gonna follow them? I'm getting ahead of myself. They not gonna get them anyway. Loyalty. We the most loyal women, like she said earlier. I keep pointing out when they were in another stream, in the same stream, when they said they was through. So one of them was like, "I'm through with men," and then the other one was like, "You can't be through with men yet. We about to go to Italy. We got a we got a trip plan. We already got tickets. We going to Italy. Remember?" Love how when they tell on themselves and admit that they going overseas to you know. They not going over there to get some high value, affluent Italian gentlemen. No, they going to get some young boys who impressed by they little bit of they little money that they got. They doing some save yourself black woman passport hoes sex tourism. That's what they be going over there to do. It's wild. Let me roll on through this.
You may have a little sympathy for George Floyd, but your vote sure didn't reflect it. And I'm
a Ridge wallet. It's a minimalist metal wallet designed to hold everything you need. They've got over 30,000.
I just wanted to pause it on this commercial. That's a kind of cute white girl. All right. Yeah, Entanglement Game Changer said Joe Biden is a white man. Entanglement L said he's a different type of white man. That's what they said. They said it. She just said something interesting though. Hold on.
At these goddamn rallies and these marches, what you really do is go in that voting booth and you vote and do what your little white husband tells you to do. That's racist. And you may have a little sympathy for George Floyd, but your vote sure didn't reflect it. And I'm really frustrated with that group. I really
think about that. She said, "Get out of there, Dr. Low IQ." I see that. She said, "The white woman may have a little sympathy for George Floyd, but your vote doesn't reflect it." Okay. So she's essentially saying she's voting Democrat by way of somehow, a vote Democrat is showing you got sympathy for George Floyd. That's what the Democratic vote is. But the man that they're in a relationship with, they shouldn't follow him. And as they admitted in a previous stream, it will be serious problems, grounds for separation, if he's not following you when it comes to voting. Doesn't that speak to the fact that we say that they only care about dead black men? Like, people say that and it sounds crazy. It sounds ridiculous when it just come out your mouth. They only care about you when you're dead. But the man who they live in a house with, who's working and paying bills and doing this and doing that, they don't think that man should be followed. They don't think that they should vote the same way that man vote. They don't think that they should follow that man. Even the white woman is wrong for following her little white husband, because that's racist. You just following your little white husband. So a woman shouldn't follow her man. But the dead man, the dead black man, that's the one that draws your vote out to vote a certain way. Yeah, Vern, he says, sounds like the BLM movement only care about dead black men. Apparently, that's what they think everybody else is supposed to care about, dead black men. Apparently. Indigenous TV in the building. What's going on? Says Selena Johnson should be ashamed. She the married. I think he means she's the married one. Is she the only one that's married? Huh. Interesting. I think that concludes the clip.
Not all.
I'm gonna drop
It's
the
really frustrating. Y'all see what
I'm gonna drop the link in the chat. We'll chop it up for a bit and see where it go.
this man done did to all of us, including women. He talked about grabbing y'all's pussies, and y'all still rock with him. You should be
So did.
to yourselves.
And that was and he's got outstanding.
Okay, so now they saying, oh, he's talking about grabbing y'all pussy, and y'all still rock with him. Okay, Chris Brown beat the shit out of Rihanna. There was no shortage of black women screaming and throwing panties on stage at Chris Brown's concert. R. Kelly got all kind of far worse than grabbing the vagina of a grown woman shit on his record. Y'all, that didn't stop y'all from stepping in the name of love when it came on the radio. Like, y'all don't care that much about a rich, successful man grabbing a woman by the crotch. Y'all don't. So cut it out. There's actually some more shit in here too. Let me go in and get into that.
Rape allegations against him. I mean,
And
and
that was
bankruptcy.
surprising
And
to me.
like I said, my biggest wish is just to see him walk out of the White House and one day walk into the big house. That'll be like divine justice as far as I'm concerned.
Girl, I'll be so happy. And there's a legitimate rape case against Donald Trump outside of those 17 ones of sexual, like just inappropriate touching. E. Jean Carroll, she used to be a writer, I believe, for Cosmo. She's a very established, accomplished writer. She has a dress that has DNA that she says is his, and that he refuses to give a sample. And that's gonna be one of the cases that will be coming to court when he gets his ass on the bottom of the White House.
It's another Monica Lewinsky type situation.
Linda Tripp and Monica Lewinsky down to the new.
Y'all be saving these crusty, crummy dresses, so we're gonna take a quick break.
That's actually funny when she said y'all be saving them crusty, crummy dresses. Yeah, they legit do be saving crusty, crummy dresses. But we're supposed to think that they not excited, like it, and they not down for it when they get grabbed by the crotch by some rich, powerful, successful man. Let him get some nut on your dress. You ain't never washing that again. You're gonna pass that dress down to your granddaughter. And think about that. The allegations of sexual assault is he's touching inappropriately, you're grabbing or doing this and doing that. Now, there's one who he apparently got some semen on her. That means that I'm 95% sure that it more than likely was a consensual encounter. They had sex. He nutted on her dress. She said, oh shit, a billionaire nutted on my dress. Let me hang on to this. It's going to be worth money someday. That's more than likely what happened. Nut stain on a dress do not prove rape at all, especially rape from 10 years ago, 15 years ago. I don't know. She didn't specify how long ago it was, but definitely it was before he was president. So I would venture to say, if I had to guess, I would say probably a decade ago, some woman had sex with Trump and he nutted on her dress and she kept her dress. Like they saving cum-stained dresses from rich men. And then they very stupidly referenced Monica Lewinsky. But I'm like, y'all are referencing a consensual act. An act of consensual sex. That's what you're going to reference while simultaneously believing a 10-year-old accusation of rape based off a cum stain on a dress. No, I'm not going to break down the logistics of rape. No, I'm not even going to get into that. Not even going to get into that. The link in the chat. The link in the chat. I'm not going to get into that. That was going to be a little too far. A little too far. The link is in the chat. All I know, every time I've ever got a stain on a dress, it's normally because the person stood there and waited for it to land. I was trying to figure out how to say that. It was so I don't know. That's what I said. I don't know the logistics of breakdown of forcibly moving on somebody. Trying not to say that R word. But typically when I get a stain on somebody's clothing, it's because they stood there and waited for it. Versus my assumption. If you're forcing yourself on somebody, they typically don't stand back and wait to get skeeted on. That's just my assumption. I don't know the logistics of what happened, or I can't explain what happened. I wasn't there. But typically, if you nut on somebody, they standing there waiting to get nutted on, which means it's more than likely consensual. But there's ways that I could imagine that you could still force yourself on somebody and then still, get some of the aftermath on them. It's possible, but they mentioned Monica Lewinsky, not me, which was a consensual situation, which was a very consensual situation, which I'm assuming that situation is, and she's just trying to profit off getting skeeted on by a billionaire who later became president. And she kept that dress because she knew it was going to be worth money someday. Now, y'all, come on up here and save me. Come on up here and save me, please, because don't make me bring RBR up. Don't make me do it. All right. Y'all ain't gonna come up here and save me. We got Real Brother Radio in the building. We about to hear the truth. We've been waiting for the truth all day. Everybody been lying to us all day. It's fucking 10:26 p.m. We about to finally hear the truth. RBR, what's going on? Well, hold on. You got a super chat in the building. He said the lady said Trump and Epstein violated her when she was 14 years old, and Epstein pleaded guilty and was sentenced. We have to stop lying. Oh, well, I wasn't lying. Maybe I had some misinformation. If this is the same 14, okay. How do you know that the same girl that she's saying skeeted on a dress is the same 14-year-old that Epstein was involved with? Is that actually the actual fact?
No, I think that there's like 30 women total, but only 2 prosecutions moved forward, and that was the 14, the girl that was adult now, but was 14 at the time. That was the conviction in Florida that Epstein got the conviction for and got the probation and all that old stuff. And then
you're connecting it to what? Are you connecting that what you just wrote to what Claudia Jordan just said about a nut-stained dress?
No, I mean,
okay, all right.
I agree with you. I've met Claudia Jordan, and I know she's like that. Okay, so I'm saying that no, she that I wouldn't. That's a moral issue right there. But the 14-year-old girl, come on, you guys.
Right? Oh no, you don't come on, you guys. Just on that, we understand that one. That is a goddamn problem. That's why my whole tone changed when you said 14-year-old, because I feel like if she was 14 years old, that's what Claudia would have led with, not a nut stain on the dress. Because a 14-year-old is a crime. A nut stain on a dress is a good time. But if with a woman of legal age.
Right. But, I don't think that he should be prosecuted for that crime. And I think that's why he won't be. You know what I'm saying? Because they believe in white Democrats. And I reject them. I think they're idiots. I don't think they should be in charge. He's committed enough crimes to where they can go after the financial crimes and stuff like that. But they feel like the rape, the stealing of the election, and the paying off the hookers and all that old stuff, they feel that would stain the presidency if a president was convicted of something like that. And so they don't want to do it. And they'd rather let him destroy this country and turn it over to Vladimir Putin and the Communist Party than stain the presidency as if this idiot hasn't stained the presidency. I would like for the black Republicans to kick these racists out of the party. What are you scared of? What do you think would happen if you kick the hierarchy of the Nazis and Steve Bannon and Stephen Miller and Vladimir Putin?
Hold on. You think black Republicans should kick the racist Republicans out of the party?
Get them out of there. We got
but wait a minute. You think they are racist? So you mean just get rid of the whole damn party? That's a bit much. No.
Here's the thing. The white people all white people believe that white people are superior. Okay? That's not racist. If you think black people, the black tangibles, the black agenda, if you think black people are more important than white people, are you racist?
If you think white people are more important, that would be racist.
No. So you think affirmative action is racist because it's making up for past discrimination and oppression of black people? You think that's racist?
No. What you said is somebody who thinks white people are more important than black people. Is that racist? I said, yes, that's racist if you think one group is more important.
I say no. I think that if you think men are more important than women and you're a man, are you sexist? No. Now, if you're killing women and raping women and 14-year-old women and leaving cum stains and pumping and dumping and hating black women and joining with the gay pride people, then yes, that's sexist. If you are doing something to hurt the other group, that's hate. If you want to kill women and rape women and that, come on, man. That's not the same thing as thinking that men are superior and supporting a patriarchy. So what I'm saying is we need a word for white people who ain't going to go out here and kill Trayvon Martin because he looks like Obama's son, as opposed to a white person who would vote for a white person over a black person who's more qualified. So one is racist. The other is a white supremacist. Every white person on earth, they have the capacity to hate Obama because he's black, but every white person on earth thinks their race is simply more important than the black race. That doesn't make them racist. Get the racists out of there. The white supremacists are fine, but the whites who want to kill blacks and make America white again by killing black people, giving us the coronavirus, putting their foot on our neck for 9 minutes and 48 seconds, shooting us in the back 7 times. Get them the hell out of there.
You actually made a sound point. Point that I could follow the logic of. If somebody who just has it in their heart that one group is better than others, I mean, that could just be just their personal tribalism. Long as they're not going out doing nothing wrong to nobody, they all right. Yeah, no. Yeah. I can follow that. You made a good point, RBR. Way to go, man.
I make all the points. I'm the points leader. I passed Kareem. Now, so what I'm saying is the variable in that is if you don't know how to govern, if you don't have the ability or the education or the experience, and you are Steve Bannon and you are Donald Trump, and you don't know how to govern because you never took in a class, all you do is have this right-wing Marxist ideology and you just want to kill everybody who's not white, then even if you wanted to govern, even if Trump wanted to govern and be successful, he couldn't be. They pumped him up that if he could kill everybody who voted for Obama, 94% of the damn country, then he would be successful. And that in and of it alone wasn't enough for him to govern successful. So what I told JB Gunner is if the pilot that was flying Kobe's helicopter could be racist as hell, if you taught him how to fly the helicopter so he knew how to fly it so he wouldn't crash it into the mountains of Calabasas, even though he's racist. And JB Gunn said, even though he's racist, because if he's going to crash the helicopter because he didn't know how to fly it, he ain't going to crash the helicopter because he's racist. So if you teach white people, Hillary Clinton, Joe Biden, how to govern, Joe Kennedy, if you teach them how to govern, it wouldn't matter how racist they are. They'll know how to govern and they won't get in there and do what Trump did. So I'm saying until we can, because they're not going to teach each other, because they're going to teach each other to hate black people and all that old stuff. So we have to do that, to find someone black to teach the Republicans, the white Republicans, how to govern.
How could you, hold on, you're basically saying a racist person with evil racist intent, if taught properly how to govern, they will govern right.
He will be,
you said out the gate that this person is racist and got ill intent. So it don't matter what you teach them. If they're racist and they got ill intent, they're going to do something ill.
That's the thing. See, white people, if you look at white supremacy, right? And I'm not going to deny that the white supremacist turns into a racist when Obama becomes president.
Wait, hold on. I'm Info Man. Shout out to Info Man. I saw your super chat right there. RBR was talking a mile a minute, so I couldn't even shout you out. But salute to Information Man in the building. Thanks for coming on through. Thanks for the super chat. Oh man. Yeah, man. I'm trying to fight through this one. I'm trying to fight through this one, Info Man. I dropped the link in the chat. Ain't nobody come up but RBR, so here it is, man. Me and RBR.
Deal with the truth for a change. They gonna kill him. You gonna kill him. It's just kryptonite and shit. No, it ain't kryptonite. No, it's greens. It's what Popeye was eating. Greens. That's what it is.
You giving me a little dose of spinach. That's what you're feeding me right now.
I thought he was eating greens, so that was the black Popeye.
Yeah. The one collard greens. No, that was spinach right out the can. Come on now.
So what I'm saying is, in lieu of knowing how to govern, then you bring the flamethrowers and you burn the shit down when you fail. But if we look at white supremacy, where do the racists come from? They don't come from the educated white people who are capable and competent. It comes from the white people who are capable and incompetent and blame blacks and minorities and gays and all the other people that are supposedly taking the resources that belong to them because they were born white. So if we can educate, civilize, and teach morality to white people, similar to what happened with the Jews when they came to Africa. So when the Jews came to Africa 650 million years ago, we didn't hate them and hate on them and leave them to die. The Africans civilized them, educated them, gave them a religion, which was supposedly teaching them morality so they won't be killing the other people of other religions. That didn't work out. But they were at least educated and civilized, and that allowed them to be able to govern, to survive, to function in society. And that's better. That's a better, if you can do something, you will do it because you want to prove to everybody that you're capable and competent and superior. But if you can't do it, then you're lost in the sauce and you end up doing what Trump did or what Putin did or what Stalin did or what Castro did or what Gaddafi did. You don't know how to govern because you never learned. It was all based on ideology.
You just put Trump and Stalin together?
But pretty much. Hitler. I might have forgot Hitler.
Trump and Stalin did the same thing?
Yeah, I think that their politics.
How many people did Trump kill versus how many did Stalin kill?
Well, thank God we voted him out of office. So he killed 1 million with the coronavirus. The racist cops killed, I don't know, maybe 500, 600 in the 3 years.
How many did the racist cop kill under Obama?
The racist cops probably killed about 800. No, 1,300. I'm sorry. 1,300. About 1,300 in 10 years, the racist cops. Now, let me say that. Now, somebody was saying, well, Dylan Roof killed 11 people. Well, if Dylan Roof had been president, you think he would have killed 11 people? Or you think he would have killed 1 million people with the coronavirus like Trump did?
People are under the impression that Trump being in office made more black people get killed by the cops. You agree with that? I even heard, I was about to do some content on this. I still might. On Roland Martin, they played a clip of some racist white lady. She was harassing some black people, and when she got hands put on her, the black chick beat her up, and then they was on Roland Martin. They was saying, yeah, see, those days are done. This was after Biden won. And then they was like, yeah, those days are done now. Y'all can't just walk up to us and say anything. Y'all ain't able to do that no more. As if who's in the White House has something to do with who's able to be a jackass to who on the street. Like that's what it sounds like you're thinking, and I think you think along those same.
I do think, and it's true for black people too, because if you look at the black crime, and Roland Martin wouldn't do this. But I do it all the time, every day on my show. If you look at black on black crime in Chicago, there were 532 murders in Chicago in 2007. In 2008, there were 106 murders in Chicago. Now, what happened in 2008 that made black people stop killing each other at an 80% clip? Abortions. There were 500 abortions per every 1,000 Black live births in 2007. In 2008, according to the CDC, there were 100 abortions for every 1,000 live births. Now, what the hell happened in 2008 that made black people stop killing each other?
They heard Barack Obama sing Al Green.
No, they just had hope that their kids can grow up and be president, that they weren't inferior, that the racists were lying to them. So a black man didn't want to kill black men when the black genius became president. Now, when Trump won the nomination in 2016, there were over 900 murders in Chicago. Murders went up overnight when that racist Marxist shoot him on Fifth Avenue. Pound them, punish them, separate them from the football. This nut came into office and the black murders shot up. The black abortions didn't. The black
guy. I got one more question before I let you go. Because when I brought you on, I had like 220 people in here. Now I'm down to 188. So apparently people don't want to hear the truth. So I gotta let you go because people don't want to hear the truth. I got one more question for you though.
You don't want to hear the truth. Do we want the people that have some sense?
The audience have spoken. They don't want to hear the truth. But I do got one question for you. Right. What do you think about? I got to shout out Mr. Shane Vicious in the chat because he threw this out there earlier. What do you think about the first black president and first black vice president? What do you think about the fact that neither one of them had a black mother?
I think that it proves it's just like the NBA. If you look at Mahomes and all these light skinned Steph Curry and all them motherfuckers, they don't have a black mother. They have a black father. How come? Because the father determines your race and your gender. So it's not the mother. Not one white NBA player, Detlef Schrempf, married a black woman. Where's his son? His son didn't make it. How come? Because his son was white. There's no such thing as biracial. The white athletes are not as good as the black athletes. The white presidents are not as good as the black presidents. The white vice presidents aren't as good. Look at Georgia, that race in Georgia. How come the brother's up, the Democratic brother, and the white boy Democrat
Dirk got
down?
Dirk Nowinski got a black wife. Dirk Nowitzki has been spotted coming to the games carrying a plate of food with aluminum foil over it. You could tell, you could tell he married to a black woman. He walking in with a aluminum foil wrap take home plate. But
Your son
anyway,
might be a tennis player or some shit, but he ain't making it in the NBA or the NFL or Major League Baseball.
So white dads don't produce half black NBA players.
Yeah, there's no such thing. They wouldn't last 2 days in the league.
All right, I gotta let you go. We can't tell you. We only can handle so much truth. We only can handle so much truth.
I understand. Thank you.
All right, thanks. All right. We heard the truth from RBR. I'm a little disappointed in all of you. I put the link in the chat for 5 whole minutes. Nobody took it. I had to do a de facto one-on-one with RBR because ain't nobody else want to come up here and talk. Oh, my goodness. That would actually be more interesting, to tell you the truth. I would do that. I would do that only on my platform, or at least with a damn good moderator. Because when she just get there and don't stop, I couldn't do that. And I'm not that dude who's gonna get out of character and say, shut the fuck up. No, I'm not gonna get out of character. I would have to have mute button control while debating her, or a damn good moderator. That's what it would have to be. It would absolutely have to be that. He says RBR is a skinist. Yeah. He ain't a racist. He's a skinist. If you look black, you're black. Actually, that's been my philosophy for a long time. I've always looked at it like that. I've never, questioned somebody's blackness. If you look black, you're black. If you identified as black, I called you black. If you, I didn't think nothing of it. It's very, very recently I started calling people blackish. Very recently, partially because of the show that came out, but also I do kind of look at it slightly different now. But for the most part, being black, it means something. It means something culturally. I don't know what it means though, but it means something culturally. So if somebody got some black in them, they grew up around black people, that's what they feel comfortable with, what they socially identify as. I don't care. I don't go around yanking black cards. Yeah, somebody just cooning. Oh, is that how you say your name? Cooing? He says, can't trust half-breeds. I don't know about that. We trusted Obama, the black genius. So there's that. So there's that. I put the link in the chat one more time if anybody want to come up and do something. We ain't got to talk about this RBR debacle. Even though it wasn't a debacle, he said some things that were legible. Then he would like slip in like a, what the hell was that? I was letting it go, and somebody said in the chat, I think it was Big Mac said in the chat that I was falling asleep. Yes, I am. I am falling asleep. I was no doubt falling asleep on him. I yawned like 3 times, and then I would hear something about Russians and Putin and all kind of weird stuff. I think he kind of punted on that question. I think he punted on 2 questions. When he said racist cops killing black people because of Trump. Well, were they killing them because of Obama? Dun, dun, dun. And I get this soundboard, this thing figured out. I'm going to be able to push a button. Dun, dun, dun. When something happened, I'm going to get that figured out. And also when I get, then hold on, what else? He punted on something else. It was, how he feels about well, maybe that's not a big one for him because maybe he just don't care. But it was funny when black women were praising Big Mala, talking about Barack, how they was crying when Barack got elected. And then with Kamala, it was like, oh, of course, we've been qualified for these positions. But somebody, Mr. James Vicious, pointed out in the chat that first blackish president, second, the first black vice president, neither of them had a black mom. That's a biggie. SKC in the building, Dream Panel, RBR, and Alex Jones. SKC, be checking your email. I'm about to send you an email right when I get off of here. So be looking out for it. Oh, I'm still dropping that link in the chat. I'm done. I'm about to get up out of here, but I'd like to thank everybody who came through today, everybody who hit the like button, everybody that came through, and all the fellow Patreons. I got new Patreons on the list down there that's scrolling at the bottom. And some old Patreons have been there since the Patreon page was started. I'd like to give a special thanks and shout out to all of y'all, and another special thanks and shout out to all of my new ones that have recently come through. And with that said, ladies and gentlemen, I don't think I'm gonna send this one to Patreon. I might send this one right to Patreon. But either way, we up out of here. Peace.